Hello and welcome back to our channel Gyan Kalyan. I am Nikita Mitra and in the channel Gyan Kalyan I have been dealing with the English classes of class 10th. In this video I will be dealing with the lesson Kurg written by Lokesh Abrol.
The lesson we are going to discuss today is Kurg and it is written by Lokesh Abrol. So the writer here does not write a story but he describes a place in Karnataka called Kurg. Kurg is actually a district of Karnataka which is located between Mysore and Mangalore. And Kurg is basically a coffee country. It is famous for its coffee plantation, it is famous for its rainforest, it is famous for its spices and many other things. Midway between Mysore and the coastal town of Mangalore sits a piece of heaven that must have drifted from the kingdom of God. This land of rolling hills is inhabited by a proud race of martial men, beautiful women and wild creatures. So in this paragraph, there are some words, the meanings of which you need to know. That is also printed in the right side of your book. That is, first is a phrase that is drifted from. Drifted from means been carried along gently by air. Then there is another word that is martial. Martial means having to do with war. So in this paragraph, the author Lokesh Abrol, he basically describes the place Kurg. So he says that Kurg is located between Mysore and the coastal town of Mangalore. He says that Kurg is so beautiful, it seems as if a piece of heaven have drifted from the kingdom of God. So it is an area of low hills of unequal height. And the men there are martial men. That means the men there are brave and warrior. And the women of Kurg are very pretty. And the place has a variety of wild animals too. So ইয়াত লেখকে কৈছে কুৰ্গৰ কথা. কুৰ্গ হৈছে এটা সৰু ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্ট কৰ্ণাটকাৰ আৰু ই অৱস্থিত আছে মাইসোৰ আৰু মেংগালোৰৰ মাজতে আৰু অথৰে কৈছে যে কুৰ্গখন দেখিবলৈ ইমানে ধুনীয়া জেগা এনেকুৱা লাগে যেন হৰগৰ পৰা কিবা এটা পাৰ্ট আহি পিনে পৃথিৱীত স্থান ললেহি তো এটা হিলি এৰিয়া হয় আৰু তাত বসবাস কৰে মাৰ্শাল মেন তাৰমানে যোদ্ধা আৰু তাত মহিলাসকল খুব ধুনীয়া হয় আৰু তাত কিছুমান জীৱ-জন্তু আছে ওয়াইল্ড ক্ৰিয়েচাৰ্স সো বনৰীয়া কিছুমান জীৱ-জন্তু তাত আছে Kurg or Kodagu, the smallest district of Karnataka, is home to evergreen rainforest, spices and coffee plantations. Evergreen rainforest cover 30% of this district. During the monsoons, it pours enough to keep many visitors away. The season of joy commences from September and continues till March. The weather is perfect with some showers thrown in for good measure. The air breathes of invigorating coffee. Coffee estates and colonial bungalows stand tucked under tree canopies in prime corners. So in this line also there are some words that mean the meaning of which you need to know. Some of them are printed in the right side of your book. That is, first of all is canopies. Canopies means you see roof-like coverings that form shelters. Then prime here that means best. Then you will get another word here that is invigorating. Invigorating means very strong, very powerful. So the author here says that Kurg has another name. What is the another name of Kurg? That is Kodagu. Now the author informs us that Kurg is the smallest district of Karnataka. And Kurg is famous for many things. It is famous for evergreen rainforests. It is famous for spices. It is also famous for coffee plantation. Evergreen rainforest covers 30% of this district. That means Kurg is covered by 30% area with evergreen rainforest. And Kurg receives rain for most part of the year. Especially it receives heavy rainfall during the monsoon season. And the period from September to March, it is very ideal for visitors to visit Kurg. The weather is very pleasant there and it gets some amount of rain and that makes it worthwhile. And then in this time of the year, the air of Kurg is filled with strong fragrance of coffee due to the abundance of coffee plantations there. That is what the author here says. So coffee estates and colonial bungalows stay tucked under tree canopies in prime corners. So there were many tea estates and colonial bungalows that stand tucked under the tree canopies in the best corners of Coorg. So author ইয়াত কৈছে কিছুমান information দিছে basically that first information is that Coorg is also called Kodagu. Coorgৰ আৰু এটা নাম হৈছে Kodagu. Coorg হৈছে কৰ্ণাটকৰ আটাইতকৈ সৰু জিলা আৰু তাত কিছুমান এভাৰগ্ৰীণ ফৰেষ্টছ আছে, স্পাইচেছ, কফি প্লান্টেশ্যন এইবোৰ আছে আৰু এভাৰগ্ৰীণ ফৰেষ্ট কিমান পাৰ্চেণ্ট কভাৰ কৰে 30% কভাৰ কৰে Coorg ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্টখনত আৰু তাত মনসুন সিজনত বহুত বৰষুণ হয় যাৰ কাৰণে বেছি ভিজিটাৰ্ছ তাত ভিজিট কৰিব নোৱাৰে মানে মনসুন ডিউৰিং দ্য মনসুন ইট প'ৰ্ছ ইনাফ টু কিপ মেনি ভিজিটাৰ্ছ আৱে মানে ইমান বৰষুণ হয় মনসুন ছিজনটোত যে সেই সময়টোত জেনেৰেলি তাত ভিজিটাৰ্ছে ইমান ভিজিট নকৰে কিন্তু আইডিয়েল টাইম ফৰ ভিজিটাৰ্ছ কেতিয়া হয় দ্য ছিজন অফ জয় commences মানে starts from September and continues to March তাৰমানে ছেপ্টেম্বৰৰ পৰা মাৰ্চ মাহলৈকে তাত ভিজিটাৰ্ছৰ কাৰণে এটা আইডিয়েল ছিজন টু ভিজিট Coorg আৰু তেতিয়া সেইটো সময়ত ৱেডাৰটো খুব পাৰফেক্ট থাকে অকণমান বৰষুণো হয় আৰু তেতিয়া এয়াৰটো যেটো Coorgৰ তেতিয়া খুব ধুনীয়া এটা গোন্ধ ওলায় কফিৰ চ' ডেট ইজ দ্য আইডিয়েল টাইম ফৰ ভিজিটাৰ্ছ টু ভিজিট Coorg সেইটো কথা ইয়াত লিখা আছে The fiercely independent people of Coorg are possibly of Greek or Arab descent. As one story goes, a part of Alexander's army moved south along the coast and settled here when returned impractical. So, Coorgor manukita ki koa hoise fiercely independent people. So, they are very fierce and they are totally independent people. And they are said to have two possible descents. So, they are believed to have descended from two possible sources. One is a Greek source, another one is Arabic source. These people married amongst the locals and their culture is apparent in the martial traditions, marriage and religious rites which are distinct from the Hindu mainstream. The theory of Arab origin draws support from the long black coat with an embroidered waist belt worn by the Kodavus known as kufia. It resembles the kufia worn by the Arabs and the Kurds. So as I have already said you that the author here says that the descendant the people of Coorg are believed to be of Greek or Arabic background and this theory came into being because of their dressing style you know they are generally seen wearing some long and black color coat which are with embroidered waist belt which is known as kufia and kufia is very similar to the kufia worn by the Arabs and the Kurds. So therefore a story says that maybe the people of Coorg are of Arab descendants you know because of the kufia is their dressing style and it is also there is another story says that some people of Alexander's army what happened they came there and they could not return to their homeland and what happened and as they could not return to their homeland so they settled there and while returning from the south so the people of then they married the locals there the people of Coorg they marry each other and their cultures as well as their rituals are very different from the ones that are followed by the Hindus so that is the another story that is so basically we see that the people there are two stories which are circulated that people of Coorg are either believed to be of Greek descendant or of Arabic descendant. So after discussing about the background of the people of Coorg, the author Lokesh Abrol, he goes on to describe about the people of Coorg, whom he says as Coorgi. So how the people of Coorg are. So Coorgi homes have a tradition of hospitality and they are more than willing to recount numerous tales of valor related to their sons and fathers. The Coorg regiment is one of the most decorated in the Indian army and the first chief of the Indian army, General Cariappa, was a Coorgi. Even now, Kodavus are the only people in India permitted to carry firearms without a license. So, the author here says about the people of Coorg, how they are. So first of all he says that the people of Coorg have a tradition of hospitality. That means they are very welcoming and they are very warm in nature. So if you happen to visit Coorg, the author says that you will find that the Coorgi people they are very friendly and they will give you a warm welcome. They behave very finely and they are very polite. So they are always ready to entertain the visitors with the stories of their ancestors. In a way, they are very proud of their ancestors. So they are known to be very independent, they are ferocious and brave, which is evident from the fact that the Coorg regiment in the Indian army has received the maximum number of awards for bravery. You can see that the Coorg regiment is one of the most decorated in the Indian army. So that means they have received the most maximum number of awards for their bravery in war. So that is a history of Coorg. And the first chief of the Indian army, whose name is General Cariappa, he was a Coorgi. So that is a matter of great pride. So that the first chief of the Indian army named General Cariappa, he belonged to Coorg. Also, these are the only people, so that is a very worth mentioning thing about the people of Coorg, that the Coorgi people are the only people in India who are permitted to carry firearms freely, unlike others who need a license. So this shows that the Coorgis are reliable too. So the Coorgis, they are the only people in India who can carry firearms and they do not need a license for that. So yet অথৰে যে বেসিক্যালি কুৰ্গী মানুহবিলাকৰ কথা কৈছে তেওঁলোক কেনেকুৱা. সো অথৰে কৈছে যে কুৰ্গী মানুহবোৰ খুব ফ্ৰেণ্ডলি হয়, তেওঁলোক যদি কোনোবাই গেষ্ট ভিজিট কৰে তেওঁলোকে খুব ধুনীয়াকৈ তেওঁলোকক ৱেলকাম কৰে আৰু তেওঁলোকে তেওঁলোকৰ নিজৰ এনচেষ্টাৰ্ছ মানে পূৰ্বপুৰুষসকলক লৈ খুব গৰ্ব অনুভৱ কৰে. The river Kaveri obtains its water from the hills and forest of Coorg. Mahashir, a large freshwater fish, abound in this water. Kingfishers dive for their catch, while squirrels and langurs drop partially eaten fruit for the mischief of enjoying the splash and the ripple effect in the clear water. Elephants enjoy being bathed and scrubbed in the river by the mouths. Now, the author describes the animals and birds of Coorg. So he says, first of all, you can see there are also some word meanings here. You can find that is one is mischief, the word of mischief. Mischief means playful, kind of playful behavior. Then ripple effect, that is a small wave or series of waves on the surface of water, especially as caused by a slight breach or an object dropping into it. Then mouth. So who is a mouth? So he is a person who walks and tends on animals. So that is a mouth. He is called a mouth. So now the author here talks about the evergreen forest and hill of Coorg, which provide water to river Kaveri, which happens to be one of the major rivers in South India. Then he mentions about freshwater fish called Mahashir, which is found in this water and is looked for by the birds. So then what happens? Squirrels, he talks about squirrels and langurs who play in this water by throwing the half-eaten fruits, whereas the animals enjoy bathing in it. So what happens when this, they're actually the squirrels and langurs are very mischievous in nature. They eat the fruit and then they drop the fruit in the water to see the ripple effect created in the clear water. So that is some kind of mischievous activities which is done by the squirrels and the langurs there. And as far as the elephants of Coorg are concerned, they enjoy when their mouths bath them in the river and also scrubs them. The most laid-back individuals become converts to the life of high energy adventure with river rafting, canoeing, rappelling, rock climbing and mountain biking. Numerous walking trails in this region are a favorite with trekkers. So now he talks about the adventurous activities that are offered by Coorg. So there are some meaning words the meaning of which you need to know, that is also printed on your book, the right side of the second page of this lesson. That is laid back. Laid back means relaxed, not in a hurry. Then what is rafting? Rafting, it is a traveling in a river in a raft. Then canoeing, traveling in a river in a canoe. Rappelling, going down a cliff by sliding down a rope. So the tourists, it is actually Coorg is a spot for the tourists, and the tourists who visit Coorg to relax in the natural beauty of the place, they get attracted towards the various adventures the sports it offers. So what are the sports that are offered by Coorg? That is river rafting, canoeing, rappelling, rock climbing and mountain climbing. The hills have various paths formed by footsteps of walkers who trek there. So it is a trekking spot also. So that is what the author mentions here. Birds, bees and butterflies are there to give you company. Macaques, Malabar squirrels, langurs and slender lories keep a watchful eye from the tree canopy. I do, however, prefer to step aside for wild animals. So when you go to Coorg, you can see various kinds of birds and animals there. So there are various kinds of birds, bees, butterflies. Then there are also squirrels, langurs, all this. So when you will go there, you can find all these animals. And wild elephants can also be found in the Coorg. So that is what is basically mentioned here. The climb to the Brahmagiri hills brings you into a panoramic view of the entire misty landscape of Coorg. A walk across the rope bridge leads to the 64-acre island of Nisargadhama. Running into Buddhist monks from India's largest Tibetan settlement at nearby Bailakuppe is a bonus. The monks in red, ochre and yellow robes are amongst the many surprises that wait to be discovered by visitors searching for the heart and soul of India right here in Coorg. So here the author says that to have an overlook view at the beautiful city of Coorg, one has to climb to the Brahmagiri hills, and then you can see how beautiful Coorg is. Coorg is surrounded by very beautiful places like the island of Nisargadhama and Bailakuppe, which is India's largest Tibetan settlement. So it is very beautiful and soothing to the eyes. There are monks who wear red and orange and yellow colored garments also. They are found there in the Coorg, where their lifestyle is is beautiful. It is a very fascinating view for the travelers. A mix of diverse cultures can be seen there, which represent the heart and soul of India. So which is the heart and soul of India? Here, according to the author, it is Coorg. So as a whole, আমি দেখিবলৈ পাইছো যে author লোকেশ এব্ৰলে কুৰ্গৰ ডেছক্ৰিপশ্যনটো খুব ধুনীয়াকৈ আৰু খুব মাইনিউটলি দিছে। তেওঁ কুৰ্গৰ কথা পাতিছে, কুৰ্গটো ক'ত সিচুৱেটেড, ক'ত আছে। তাৰপিছত তেওঁ কুৰ্গৰ ৱেডাৰৰ কথা কৈছে। তাৰপিছত তেওঁ কৈছে যে কুৰ্গত কোন সময়ত মানুহ গ'লে ভাল, ভিজিটাৰ্ছৰ কাৰণে ভাল, বা কোনটো সময়ত তাত ভিজিটাৰ্ছ গ'লে অলপ বেয়া হ'ব, ভিজিটাৰ্ছে বৰ এটা ভাল নাপাব, সেইখিনি কথাও তেওঁ কৈছে। তাৰপিছত কুৰ্গৰ মানুহখিনি ক'ৰ পৰা আহিছে, তেওঁলোকৰ কি কি হিষ্ট্ৰী, সেইখিনি কথা পাতিছে। তাৰপিছত কুৰ্গৰ মানুহবোৰ যাক তেওঁ কুৰ্গী বুলি কৈছে, কুৰ্গী মানুহবোৰ কেনেকুৱা, তেওঁলোকৰ ৰেজিমেণ্ট, কুৰ্গ ৰেজিমেণ্টৰ কথাও কৈছে। কাবেৰী ৰিভাৰ, মাহাশিৰ, কিংফিচাৰ্ছ, এইবোৰ সকলো ধৰণৰ জীৱ জন্তু, বাৰ্ডছ চবৰ কথা কৈছে। তাৰপিছত ইয়াত আকৌ ট্ৰেকাৰ্ছৰ কাৰণে, তাৰমানে টুৰিষ্টৰ কাৰণে, যিসকলে এডভেঞ্চাৰাছ টুৰিষ্টৰ কাৰণে কি কি পচিবল তাত স্পৰ্টছ আছে সেইখিনি কথাও কৈছে। লাইক ৰিভাৰ ৰাফটিং, কেনয়িং, ৰেপেলিং, কি কি কৰিব পাৰিব, ৰক ক্লাইম্বিং, এইখিনি কি কি কৰিব পাৰিব, কি কি এডভেঞ্চাৰাছ এক্টিভিটিজ কৰিব পাৰিব, সেইখিনি কথা কৈছে। তাৰপিছত অথৰে আকৌ এইখিনিও কৈছে যে ব্ৰহ্মগিৰি হিলছৰ পৰা কুৰ্গৰ গোটেই ভিউখন দেখা যায় ধুনীয়াকৈ। তাৰপিছত বুদ্ধিষ্ট মংকৰ কথা কৈছে, বুদ্ধিষ্ট মংছবোৰ তাত কেনেকুৱা হয়। তো এই গোটেইখিনি কথা কৈ পিনে এটা খুব ধুনীয়া এটা ডেছক্ৰিপশ্যন দিছে ৰাইটাৰ লোকেশ এব্ৰলে কুৰ্গৰ বিষয়ে। আৰু এইটো এটা ইয়াতকৈ বেটাৰ এটা চাগে ডেছক্ৰিপশ্যন দিয়াটো আৰু পচিবল নহ'ব, কাৰণ এভৰি মাইনিউট ডিটেইলছ হেজ বিন টাচড ইন দিছ লেচন। চ' উইথ দিছ I end this chapter, Coorg. Thank you.